Hello, dear listeners. Welcome back to another heartfelt episode of Dear Listeners. I'm your host, Sunita Rawat, and today we are diving into a powerful and universal need we all carry inside, the need for validation. Have you ever felt a rush of happiness after someone complimented your work? Or perhaps a sting when someone ignored your efforts? That emotional reaction you feel, that's tied to validation. We all seek it, we all thrive on it, but why is that? And is it always healthy to depend on it? In this journey, we'll explore what validation really means, why we crave it, how it impacts our mental health, and how we can find it within ourselves. Let's begin with the basics. What does validation even mean? Simply put, validation is the recognition or affirmation that what we feel, do, or believe is acceptable or worthwhile. It can come from others, a friend saying, I understand how you feel, or a teacher appreciating your hard work. And it can also come from within. Validation isn't just praise, it's about feeling seen, heard, and understood. Our craving for validation often starts in childhood. When you were a child, how did you feel when your parents said, Good job, after you finished your homework? Or how did you feel when they ignored your drawing? We learn early on that approval means love, acceptance, and safety. And slowly, we begin to associate our worth with external responses. This becomes a habit, a loop of do they like me? Did I do well enough? Am I okay in their eyes? Let's be honest. Social media has taken our validation craving to a whole new level. One like, one comment, one share, one reel going viral, it feels amazing, doesn't it? But what happens when we don't get the response we expected? We begin to question ourselves. Was I not good enough? Why didn't they respond? Is something wrong with me? This constant seeking can make our self worth fragile, like we are handing over the keys of our happiness to others. Let's pause and reflect. Validation isn't bad, in fact, it's natural. We all need love, encouragement, and support. The problem arises when our entire sense of self depends on what others think. Here is how you can tell the difference. Healthy validation boosts you but doesn't define you. Unhealthy validation makes you doubt yourself when it's missing. Let me share a personal moment. There was a time when I would feel anxious before posting anything online. I kept checking the likes, the views, the comments. And if I didn't get much engagement, I felt like a failure. One day, I asked myself, am I doing this for love or likes? That question changed everything. Since then, I focused more on expression than impression. And guess what? It made me happier, freer. So, how do we give ourselves the validation we crave? Tell yourself it's okay to feel this way, affirm your feelings. Even the small ones, you cleaned your room, that's a win. Try writing, I'm proud of you, on a sticky note and put it on your mirror. Stop comparing. You're not them, they are not you. Talk kindly to yourself. Imagine how you talk to a friend. Use that same voice for you. When you validate yourself, you become emotionally stronger. You're not shaken by one rude comment. You're not broken by someone's silence. You begin to trust yourself, and that's powerful. It doesn't mean you don't care about others. It means your self worth isn't dependent on others. Here is your challenge, dear listener. Each day this week, write down one thing you did well, one thing you are proud of. It could be as small as getting out of bed on a tough day. By the end of the week, you'll have 7 reasons to feel good about yourself, given by you to you. Validation is beautiful, but it starts with us. When we learn to appreciate ourselves, we stop begging for approval. We walk into rooms with confidence, not fear. So the next time you find yourself seeking someone else's approval, pause. Take a breath and tell yourself, I am enough. This is Sunita Rawat, reminding you that your worth is not up for debate. It lives within you and it always has. Until next time, keep listening, keep believing, and above all, keep validating your beautiful self. Thank you so much.